Hi, everybody. I'm CIG3 and we meet again. Let me tell you one today. It's a big deal about the color world. It would have caused quite a stir in any other domain. It is equivalent to the emergence of another DeepSeek in the color world. Because its appearance will give the future application field of color design added a very important design communication language and design tools. Speaking of this language, we have to talk about color design system. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The birth of the color design system, the third largest color system in the world. There are many color systems in the world that are used in society. We won't talk about other color systems here. We are talking today about the CDS color design system. And we're going to do this in 3 parts. The first part talks about the application of color design system. Just got applied science all over the world. And the promotion of international authoritative core journals. Second, the CDS color design system color classic and its main content of color. Third, the application of color design systems. It is used in multiple aspects and fields. What is its system and application system? The application of color design systems was published in Applied Science. And we've got this world of color recognition. This also proves that in addition to the Monsul system and the NCS system, the proof that the CDS system is recognized by the world. This is the first published endorsement in Applied Science. Publication of academic papers on CDS color communication language and theoretical applications. The publication of this academic paper. Color measurement and prediction of Chinese ancient building paintings based on CDS color system. This paper was published in an international authoritative core journal. This is on the Applied Science website. This is the disclosure and the full content of the paper. This is the platform on which the paper we told you today was published. Applied Science. And here are the papers that we look for in different geographies. Okay, let me give you a brief introduction to the content of this paper. Why has he been recognized and promoted by a world-class core publication? In ancient Chinese architecture, among historical buildings, there's a lot of architectural color, and there's a lot of technology involved. After hundreds or even thousands of years of history, we can no longer see the original style of its color. But we will use modern color design techniques and methods. You can deduce that the previous ones just started to build this color feature. And its original appearance is what it looks like. We use CDS color theory and C color theory in this paper. To track system, everyone listen carefully. Dual, track evaluation. we get the same color theory result. So that was the paper. Color theme for color measurement. This is the color language we use. These are all from papers. It's our color language. This is our scientific color judgment method and logical formula. We see our main image, see our device and our logic. For color acquisition, we restore the color position and position of the CDS color system. This is the gamut space of our different 2740 color chromatograms. And that's exactly what we showed in the paper. Two groups of colors in architecture. One is what we call green, or turquoise. And then there's a vermilion, which we call vermilion. The amount of natural decay of these two colors over time. A regular arrangement between two different systems. This is how it's arranged in the CDS color system. This is the arrangement in the 1976 LAB space of the CIE language. This is the arrangement of our cinnabar colors in the CAD space and the arrangement of CDS. This is the arrangement of colors in the CIE's 1976 lab. They are the same. Explain two different color appearance models and two different color theories. From both cultural and scientific perspectives, we can basically solve and interpret all CDS systems. And the regular arrangement of the color appearance model that solves it in the C model. This is the expression of the very obvious color model. And that's how it's represented in the C model. This is to say that in our CDS color system, the arrangement of its colors in the C model. And that's one that I'm going to focus on. The world is now used by all of us. Often seen is the natural color system. The NCS system and the other one is the Munsell system. These two systems are basically recognized by everyone. It is the world's two color languages. What role does our CDS language play in this? Let's take a look in this gamut diagram. The color of the triangle is the color system of CDS. The square and the circle are the NCS system and the Munsell system, respectively. And the gamut space of our triangle is larger than the true color spaces within it. This is what we later developed and produced. Both technology and materials have their own characteristics and advantages of their models. We all know that the Munsell system was created in 1995. In the NCS system, this was 1979. The CDS system was released in 2017. Therefore, the CDS color design system adds and supplements a large amount of color design content. And we added a bunch of these. We call this system color quantization, design and physical alignment of features. In the CDS system, it adds a color to quantify the design content. Psychological system and physical comparison system of color system. This belongs to it, which is more perfect and suitable for people. The scope and characteristics of the designer's design. This is what we're talking about. The most important CDS system. The comparison of the parameters of its color value. This is the lab. So this is the tree stimulus data for XYZ. It forms a reciprocal and reciprocal. This is the original color we talked about. It's taken us 0 years, 160 years, 270 years, 400 years, 500 years to evolve. And through that, we get the color from 500 years ago to the color today. Resulted in a linear gradual change. And this is precisely in our CDS color system. It's the law of color attenuation, the law within. Applied science, we just talk about. The core journal and its impact factor in the global academic scope are 5.3. If everyone knows its meaning and value, and you have access to world-class scientific journals like this, it is very important that he is able to accept and approve the application of your theory of this system in society. And this is something that is very worthy of promotion and praise. Okay, let's move on to the second part. The components of a color design system. What is it based on? The components of the color design system are this book. We call it the Sutra, the Bible of colors. This is actually a physical color database. In many of our previous videos of me, we will talk about this in the color system, its color space and color model. It has 2,740 color space models. But why did I say 2,740? It's just what we can see. The most basic data model that designers can apply. He's better than what we just talked about. The 2 world-class color languages. He has more colors in total. Then this is our CDS color design system. It is a color model and design space for designers. Provides a better CDS model of the ring. This is the first page of the color model we are very familiar with. This is one of the 8 triangles we took in the middle, blue. This was purple just now. This is purple. This is red. This is orange. This is yellow. This is vice. This is green. This is cyan. 8 colors in total. You'll see its color most brightly at this location. The brightest and whitest are in this position. The darkest one is in this position. Each color is a color appearance space of visually balanced colors. That is to say, these colors can be physically realized. It can also be applied in various fields. We also have a black and white color model. This is our black and white in color. We range from white to black among these colors. You will find that there is a gradual change in order and relationships. It is the innermost line in the color triangle. From white BO to 98 all the way to black B95 to 05. This is the most typical black color. Okay, we just got to the first 2 parts. The first part is about the recognition of CDS color systems in the Journal of Applied Science, and its outstanding contributions and recognition in serving the field of ancient architecture. The second part talks about the color classic of the color design system. Here's 8 hues. A hue ring, a black and white color value space, is his color and appearance. Third, let's talk about the color design system and its series of applications of color essence. How to use this color in the color space. Many of us also refer to it as chromatography. How to use it, but how to develop it. Have a simple explanation. Let's take a look. This is a part of our development process. This part of us, it is the 80 hue rings of the CDS system. It is the circle of color in our color sutra. It is also the hue ring used in physical chromatography. But you can see there's also a big hue ring outside. This is the hardest part of our color development. We want Basha colors, but we've developed 160 colors. Here, the head is a large color mode feature. We can only choose one color for every 2 colors. This gives us a model of the color space we developed. Established a strong technical underlying logic, and our science and rigor at the bottom. It also established a very scientific basis for the development of our CDS system. The development I mentioned is what we will also talk about later. Sources of color for 130,000 database. It's all because of this large color model. This is the middle circle we just saw. The actual use of color models. And that big model just outside, it's our database model. So here we are in the color system. Some snippets of the most primitive state of development. This is the color appearance characteristic of our standard 8 colors, and its earliest primitive approach to color design. This is the model of our database. We can see a current data model of 55 colors. We can also see 5,500 data models. And these models give us an insight into the color world. Any artistic painting and color space. Color description conduct regular color evaluation. Provides a solid physical and theoretical foundation. Our color design system has also become the national GB standard. This is the core content of our color design system. Software used in for different fields. But they all have the same 430,000 color data and codes inside. This is what we talked about in the last issue. Color Design Color Scheme Express. You're familiar with this interface. But this is an interface nobody's ever seen before. We'll cover an episode later, specializing in the interpretation and use of Color Scheme Express software. This is what we often use. Color Design Evaluation System. We've been using this software. This software is the only color design analysis and evaluation software used on the whole network, because there are 430,000 visible color features in it. The first is visual color. The second is color that can be achieved and manufactured. This is our color analysis statistical software. We can put the world, the language of any color system, carry out the overall unity of color, turn it into a CDS color system for output. This is the color measurement system of color that we have been using. The language of the color measurement system is very clear. We can see the typical language of all colors. Capable of entering and comparing color data. So here's our comparison model. After color colorimetry for any color, it all forms these following color models and languages. This is the color we use, the carrier of color we collect. Any carrier of a data model or a color measurement system. All systems and languages that can install RCDS colors. We used our 2,740 colors. It has been successfully converted into a color database for use by PS and AI. And this is just for color studies. This is RCDS color theory at the core. All cultural color design and color education publications. This is the color spectrum color classic of RCDS color system. Online promotion of information and platforms and information. So that's the final piece. In the color design system, how to generate its past and present life. Our CDS system is at level 2. It's what we've done now. The color recognition system CDS is released worldwide. And before that we had an earlier version of the BCDS system. A version that was available before 2006. This version is strictly speaking the predecessor of CDS. And he has 430,000 databases. He owns CYC. He has a lot of software. There are also color measuring equipment applications. His education system is very complete. And the full range of his design applications. This is the complete color system of CDS. This is the actual color system that you see here. It's controlled, it's usable. The physical realization space that can be seen. There are data models, standards, databases. There is a color measurement system and a promotion and education platform. There's software, there's an operating system. This is what we call a CDS system. Well, today the third largest in the world. The causes and consequences of the emergence of color language are briefly described. Although today's talk is very technical and boring. But trust our channel. With the support and foundation of a professional foundation platform. There are world-renowned scientific platforms. Recognition of the platform of applied science. I believe that in the future we are in the field of color. I will meet you again. Thank you very much. Like our channel, subscribe, share.